Do you know why the West hated Robert Mugabe? They hated him because he was doing something right. They hated him because he wanted something that was best for the people of Zimbabwe. They hated him because he did not listen to what they had to say. They hated him because he did not play into their hands. They hated him because whenever they said no, he told them yes. And that was why they placed many, many economic sanctions on Zimbabwe. And that was why they used their media to call him all sorts of terrible names to make sure that the whole world know him as a bad person. No, 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 no. I think you are getting this all wrong. I think you're getting this all wrong. The West did not hate Robert Mugabe. Robert Mugabe did this unto himself. He brought all this unto himself. Robert Mugabe wasn't the hero that you think he was. He wasn't. He was a dictator who came in and saw that power was sweet enough and stayed for many, many, many years. So you cannot sit here and tell me that the West hated him because he was doing something great for his people. What did he do? What did he do? What great thing did he do? Tell me, what great thing did he do except staying in power for many years? Now, let me ask you, was he the only person that could rule Zimbabwe? Weren't other people who could rule the country? Was he the only person that could govern the country? Was he? So don't tell me the West hated him. The West did not hate him. He brought all this upon himself. He didn't want to leave power. He stayed for many years and he did terrible things to the people of Zimbabwe. The West was just mainly reacting to what he was doing. Okay, so that is the truth. Take it from me. I know more about this than you do. So you expect me to believe what you're saying, that Robert Mugabe didn't do anything good for the people of Zimbabwe? Wasn't he that took away farmlands that were stolen by the whites from the local people and gave it back to the people? Wasn't that a good thing? Yeah, wasn't that a good thing? Wasn't because he took those lands back from the whites, white farmers, and gave it to the locals that made the West become so angry and then place so many sanctions on the country? So, what are you going to say about that? At least that is one good thing that everyone know he did. I'm shocked if you don't know that, or I'm surprised if you would sit here and tell me that Robert Mugabe didn't do anything for the people of Zimbabwe, and Robert Mugabe wasn't a hero. Are you really serious about what you're saying? Can you really defend this statement you've just made? Of course. Why not? Why not? I can defend it. Robert Mugabe stole lands that belongs to white farmers and gave it to his people. And not just to any local Zimbabweans. He gave it to his friends and those who were close to him. That is what he did. He didn't just steal the lands from the white farmer and say, hey, you, come and take it. Or John at the end of the street, come and get this land. Or Peter from here, come. No, he didn't do that. He gave those lands to his friends. He gave those lands to people who are in the same political party as he was. So it wasn't something that he was doing for the whole country. No, he was doing all these things for people in his home party. And even that aside, which good leader have you seen that will stay in power for many, many years, that will refuse to leave power, that will make laws that are only there to protect himself? Tell me, which leader have you seen that? Which good leader have you seen doing that? Robert Mugabe was a dictator, so as many other leaders in Africa. That is it. Take it from me. That is it. They are all bunch of dictators. When they come in, they make lots and lots of promises. They say everything they will do for the people. But when they get there, they are easily corrupted by power and they stay there. So Robert Mugabe wasn't the hero that you are making him to be. He wasn't. I think many people in Zimbabwe would testify to this. He wasn't. And many people don't like him. Okay. He was just forcing himself on the people. The people had no choice but to move along, because if they didn't do what he asked them to do, they know what will happen to them. They will be locked up and the keys will be thrown away. So the people had no choice but just to move along. That is politics in Africa, my brother. Politics in Africa is complicated.